Hey there guys, Trogdor here again, and welcome to another Redstone tutorial. Today I have for you a super fast slime block elevator. Now this, I was aware of translocation in the Java edition, and I even experimented a couple different versions of it in Pocket Edition to see if it would work, and my conclusions came that it didn't work. I did not try this specific type of translocation. If you didn't know, that this is a setup for a translocation elevator, and that's what makes it really fast. Now this concept was brought to me by, let's see if his name's over here. I remember it, but let's see if oh, well, here's his, here, you can add him. It's, Ikaika Boy 96792. Ikaika Gionson, I think I said that right. I might not have. But he sent this map to me, and this is actually his build. Now I will go through what his build did, and then I'll go through why I changed it so much. Now this is basically the same thing over there, or up there. His used a minecart as a way to go up. So if we get into this, not do that, and press the button, it will actually send us up. And then from here, you're supposed to press this button, which activates the rails and then pushes you down. But I found that if you do it without going up a little bit, it will not push you down. So that was one of the problems I had to fix. So here, I'll show you what I mean. Now I didn't go up, so now it just kind of gets stuck here. So, and you can't even go back up the rails. But that was one of the problems. Second problem is they have these long lines from the top to the bottom and the bottom to the top, and that's mainly because the minecart's here. So if the minecart gets stuck up here, you want to be able to call it from the bottom. Well, I found that you don't even need the minecart in this design, which actually helps. Now the third problem I had to fix was in survival. If you were to be in that minecart and it falls all the way down, you will actually kill yourself down at the bottom to break your fall, and that's unfortunate. But again, I solved the problem by just scrapping the whole minecart idea by itself. Now those were the problems I had to fix. I also had to make it a little bit more compact. So this is the first design I built afterwards. It has a little water pool down here to break your fall from the top. We solved the there's no input lines from the top to the bottom because there's always water down here, so you can just jump down from the top without worrying about it. That created a problem though, that you needed to be able to stand. You can't be in the water while you press this because it won't shoot you up. So I just made a little pulse extender down there that pops a block up long enough for you to get shot up. This was the first iteration of it, and I wasn't very happy with it. It wasn't very compact and whatnot. This one was a lot more compact. Problem with this one is you could see the redstone through the slime block. So I decided to fix that. And now we got obsidian blocks covering all the redstone, and it's super small. I've got it down to the base being 3x5, and then the rest of it is 3x4. So let's go ahead and give this one a test to see how it compares to that. This one goes all the way above the clouds. So that's about 128 blocks. So let's see. Testing this, it seems like this is 20 blocks a second. So it shouldn't take us more than 6 seconds to get up here. Bam, we're all the way at the top. It didn't take long at all. And now I can jump down into some water and be perfectly safe. I could do that on survival to show you, but just trust me, I've tested it extensively. And yeah, basically, this is the final design, and this is the one that you guys will be doing a tutorial on. So, yeah. One more time, going up, super fast. Now, there is one thing I will say about this. It's not a cheap elevator. Slime can be hard to get sometimes for people. I personally, in my Let's Play world, probably will be able to do this eventually. But that is the only real drawback to this. It is the fastest elevator you can get in Pocket Edition. And yeah, that's basically the focal point on it. I will probably do a cheaper elevator in the future. But anyways, for now, let's get on with the tutorial. Okay guys, so the first thing you'll need to do is decide where this is going to go and make a 3x5 hole. And it needs to be 3 deep. This will be where the base of the elevator is going. It's the only part that's different from every other part on the elevator. So let's go ahead and get this started. So from the front right corner, you're going to place a block down. Go ahead and place some redstone on that. And you can place a block on top of that with a button on it. That is our input button. Now we're going to go down to this block and we're going to place a repeater right there. We're going to place redstone dust right here and right here. Going to take a redstone comparator and place it right here facing that way. And we're going to come this way and look towards the front and place a comparator facing that way. Front of this comparator right here, we're going to place a block. Then we're going to place a redstone dust right there behind this comparator. That's just a little pulse extender. Now next to this next to this repeater, we're going to place a sticky piston face up, and then a block. That will be your block of choice, whatever you want it to be. Then on this side of this block, we're going to place a repeater on 4 ticks. Go place a block in front of that, and then we're going to place another 2 repeaters right here. Both of these on 4 ticks also. Then we're going to place a block in front of this last repeater. We're going to place a redstone torch on the side of that block on top of that redstone torch, and then a redstone torch on top of that block. Then we're going to place a block right here. Then we're going to place redstone dust right here. And that will feed into this block, which will power that. And our first sticky piston for the actual elevator will be right here, face up. Then we can place a slime block on that because that will happen eventually anyways. But let's get the rest of this base set up. So we can go ahead and fill in those. I'm going to place a block right here, right there, just because I will be removing this block right here to place in the water, and I don't want the water to spill down into the redstone and just destroy it all. Speaking of the water will be going in this little part right here, so let's go ahead and block that off. So the water will sit right here, flow this way. That sticky piston right there will push up this block, which will give you a platform to stand on. Okay. And that is it for the base of it. Okay, so now it's time to just do the actual elevator. So the first thing I want you guys to do is set up your sticky pistons for the elevator itself. To do that, you're going to come from this sticky piston. You're going to come over and note that the slime block is on this level. You're going to want to put a sticky piston on this side right above that, like that. And you can go ahead and place a slime block there. Now from these two sticky pistons, you can place all the rest of your sticky pistons. So on this side, you're going to basically skip 2 blocks. And I'll put a spacer in there just for now. So you're going to skip 2 blocks and then place your sticky piston. Again, these aren't necessary. Then you can place your slime block right there. Now I'll do this 2 more times because I don't need to go as high as the one that I showed you guys, because everything is modular after the base. Excuse me. Everything is modular after the base, so we're going to skip 2, place our sticky piston. Same thing over here, skip 2, place our sticky piston. And note that you skip the 2 from the slime block. So if you're not placing slime blocks as you're going, you're going to skip 3. But basically that's how you set up your slime blocks. Now we're going to place a backboard to our elevator. We're going to place blocks right there. And we're going to come straight up as high as you went with your slime blocks, like that. And that's your backboard. Now note that on the one that I showed you guys, there was obsidian blocks underneath each of these, and then back here too. The only reason why these are here, they don't actually hold on to any circuitry. They're only there to cover up the redstone. Now, they don't have to be obsidian blocks, but there are very few immovable objects in Pocket Edition, so I went with obsidian blocks. They can't be anything else other than obsidian blocks, enchantment tables, pumpkins, melons, and that's as far as I know everything it could be. Now you could totally omit these obsidian blocks, but I like them. I think it makes it look pretty nice. So basically, to place these, you're just going to place them underneath each of the sticky pistons you just placed. And then on the slime blocks, you're going to place one behind the slime block, and then you're going to go 1 up from that too. So behind the slime block, 1 up. Behind the slime block, 1 up. And then I did it to this side already. And basically all that does is keep the transparency of the slime block from showing through the back. So now that you got that done, we can actually do the actual circuitry. So from this redstone torch, you're going to place a block on top of it and then a block to the side. And you can place a block right there. Now you're going to take redstone dust and place it here and here, and a repeater right here. That will actually not do anything quite yet, but once we place a block right there with redstone dust, it will power this first sticky piston. Now from there, we're going to place a block right here. Then we're going to go up. And then we're going to go up again. And we're going to place a block right there. Now we're going to take redstone dust and go like this. And we've got another repeater right there. Now this repeater will also go into this block right here. So note how that this part is the same as that part, just reversed because it's on the other side. We're going to do the exact same thing again. Go up a block, like that. So redstone dust on these, another repeater right there, block there, redstone dust there. Now that one's powered. And we're going to do it again. Basically, I'm just going to wire this all up with you. The process is exactly the same no matter how high you decide to go. So repeater. The repeater will go into a redstone dust right here. And again, if you need this to be slowed down, there's always a pause button on YouTube. Actually. Okay. So now we hit our last sticky piston. So they're now all hooked up. So if I press this, you'll see them go up at, one tick after each other. And that's good. So for the top, we have to do a little bit of a different thing. Once you get up to this point, you want a piston up here to basically push you off so you don't fall back down the hole when the elevator's done. So to do that, I'm just going to take a sticky piston, place it right here with a block in front of it, like that. And then we just need to hook this sticky piston up one tick after the last sticky piston. So basically we can kind of do the same thing we just did. Bring up redstone like this and like this. But we're going to take from here, it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to take full blocks and place them like this. And we're going to wrap the redstone around like that. And we're going to take a one tick repeater, place it right there, going into a block with the redstone dust right there. So that will power that piston one tick after the rest of them. Notice how it fired. So now there is only one more thing we have to do. Well, I lied. There's actually two more things we'll have to do. We're going to place our water right there. Place the source block in the back, so when you press this, it doesn't destroy it. The water's back there, so it keeps on flowing. Next thing you're going to do is, if you press this button and place a fence gate right there, you can do that quick. But you're going to want to place fence gates next to each of the slime blocks. So what I do is just place them straight up, like that. And then you're going to delete the ones that aren't on slime blocks. So that one, that one, that one, and that one. And the last thing you'll have to do is make sure these things are all open. Like that. Now if we did this right, if we press this button, the block will come up long enough for us to walk in, and then this will shoot us up. And we're pushed off by this, and now we're here. Again, the water's there just to make sure you don't kill yourself coming back down. And yeah, that is it. This is probably one of my favorite elevators now, just because it's so fast. But anyways guys, that's it for the tutorial. If you enjoyed it, and found it helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps my channel out. Again, guys, if you have any suggestions or builds you want to send me, go ahead and send me them. Don't expect me to use them, though. Sometimes I won't. But sometimes, like in this case, this idea was good, and I was like, let's build a elevator then. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. I will see you guys next time. Have a nice day, and bye-bye.